Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, today has been a day where I've been all over the place. I spent most of my morning just driving, and finally everything that I've done today has come to a finish. In today's video, we are going to be installing some new tires on the 18 by 9.5 Wedssport SA10Rs, and what I was trying to go for was the perfect fitment, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. Now, this fitment is 100% opinion based. In my opinion, it's perfect, and the reason why I say it's perfect is because number one, it's a functional setup. I'm not rubbing, I'm not hitting anything, and number two, it looks very good. Now, I was so nervous, I was so skeptical, I didn't know how it was gonna look on the car. Big shout out to the fitment industry gallery. If you guys don't know what that is, there's a bunch of pictures and a bunch of cars where you can look at with your tire and wheel spec, whichever way you decide to go. Let me go ahead and show you guys the fitment. Make sure you guys stick to the end of today's video, and let's get into today's video. Okay, so right over here, I have the FRS sitting right in front of me. Let me show you guys the car. Maybe perfect fitment for you has more camber in it. Maybe it's a little lower, but in my opinion, right over here is perfect. The backs tuck the tire just a little bit. There isn't a finger gap in the back. You can't put your finger through it, but the tire tucks perfectly. Let me go ahead and give you guys a bit of a farther angle. As you can see, the car is looking very nice with this fitment. Now, moving on to the front of the car, the tire size and the camber bolts go perfectly together. The tire is just barely sticking out and it cambers in perfectly, so if I hit a bump, it won't hit the fender. The front fitment is a bit higher than the back. That's pretty much how a lot of coilovers are. The backs lower down more than the fronts, but I am still very happy with the fronts. Okay, so moving on to the back, as you can see, we do have some camber happening. It's very little, it's probably like -1 or -2. I want to go ahead and change that a little bit, just get a little bit more camber. And then in the fronts, I may go ahead and change my whole entire suspension setup to get more camber. So as you guys can see, it just clears perfectly. It's very close to the fender liner, but it is not rubbing, it's not scraping or anything. And again, in my opinion, it's just perfect. Also, I know you guys probably are looking at this. I bought the rims like this. They're already a little scratched, and pretty much I am planning to go ahead and get all of this repaired soon, so don't worry about that. Before in the fronts, I was running 225/40, and I'll go ahead and throw up a picture on the screen of how that looked like. In my opinion, it was just too much stretch for the car, and I didn't like how it looked. Maybe it had something to do with the fronts being too stretched out and the backs not stretched out, but I just did not like how that looked. I'm really happy with the 235/40s. The 235/40 stretches is just very little, and that's kind of what I like. Very hard to record the car moving by yourself because I don't know if it's in frame or not, but also I did keep the pop tune on, as you guys clearly just saw. I'm gonna say keep it on for a little bit more because I am loving how it sounds. So what do you guys think I should do next? Comment down below what modification you guys want to see next. I know I'm always getting DMs and people asking me, why don't you go ahead and get a diffuser next, or why don't you go ahead and change your headlights up to the V-Land headlights in the front, because I always complain about these headlights. Honestly, they don't look that bad right now, but in my opinion, V-Lands will look so much better. But yeah, would you guys want to see a diffuser next? It's gonna be very low because my car is sitting pretty low to the ground. Let me go ahead and get a close-up for you guys. That's my exhaust. and that's how low it is to the ground. So yeah, would you guys want to see a diffuser next? So let me know in the comment section below, what would you go with first, V-line headlights or the diffuser? Whatever it is, I'll go ahead and do that immediately. Another worry that I had is I thought this would be a lot closer to the side marker, and that would be a problem because once I hit a bump, this side marker would probably fly off or break off. It hasn't hit it yet, and I'm very glad and thankful that it hasn't, because I don't want to have to deal with any damage on this side. Fun fact, I bought these plate frames and this all used to be red. A couple months later, it has turned into yellow, and I don't like it. I don't like how it faded. I am running it on the car for now, but I really want to switch the plate covers to something that is actually proper. Okay, so that's how the fitment came out. As I said, tires are 235/40 18s, and the wheels that I have on the car are 18 by 9.5 plus 45. Again, it's 100% opinion based, but in my opinion, that fitment is just perfect. It isn't a track fitment, it isn't very stance, and it isn't like a show car fitment. In my opinion, this fitment is more like of a street fitment, one that's really functional. When I hit potholes, when I hit bumps, I could get over them. Number two, the car is lower to the point where I really like how it looks. Front wheels tuck in perfectly underneath the fender, so once I hit a bump, I won't ruin my fenders. And same thing with the back. The back tire tucks in a little bit, and it just looks so good. Now, the next step is for sure an alignment. I need to go ahead and get an alignment on this car. The alignment is pretty off. I'm starting to notice it, and it's something that is bothering me. Once I get an alignment on this car, I'll go ahead and let you guys know the camber specs that I'm running and everything that you'll need to know about this setup. All right, so that's gonna be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any FRS BRZ 86 friends, make sure you guys share this video with them. Also, if you guys could, please drop a like. I would appreciate that a ton. Subscribe down below because we are almost at 1,000 subscribers. And also, I'm trying my best to upload content with this whole entire lockdown quarantine thing that keeps on getting extended and keeps happening in Ontario where I live. So I'm trying my best to get videos out there for you guys. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.